Hi, this is Dan with StarReviews.com, and today we're going to review the As Seen on TV product, the Loud and Clear. It's a personal sound amplifying device is what they claim it is. It looks pretty normal. It looks like any Bluetooth headset for your cell phone would look. It has a blue LED that shows when it's on or when it's off. Obviously there you see the LED is on. It has this volume adjuster here on the side. And it comes with 3 different earbuds to fit your ear. There's a large, a medium, as well as a small. And it comes with 4 batteries. It's powered by these small batteries. It only takes 2, so it's nice that they give you 2 extra. A couple things to note about the piece itself. It has this adjustable earpiece, so you can actually fit this to your right or left ear, depending on how you bend it. So I'm just going to have it fitted here for my right ear. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on and give you a couple things, that we found about the product versus what they say it does in the infomercial. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up to my ear. I'm going to fit the earbud into the ear, and I'm just going to take this and bend it around my ear so it fits in nicely. And now that it's in, a couple things that I'm hearing. I can actually tell now the difference between my 2 ears. This seems to be giving me a little bit of feedback or background noise. I can kind of hear myself a little louder in this ear. And a couple things to go over in the infomercial, different situations. One, the opening scene, there's a woman in a bingo parlor, and she's playing bingo, and she has it in her ear, and she marks and she screams bingo. A couple things with that situation that I think the Loud and Clear is going to fall a little short on is the background noise. If you're in a place like that has a lot of background noise, you're not only going to amplify what you want to hear, but you're also going to amplify the background noise as well. So you're not going to get a clear distinction versus what you want to hear versus what you don't want to hear, which is all that background noise. It also says you can eavesdrop on your neighbor when the woman is outside pulling the car into the garage and the 2 neighbors are at the mailbox talking. A, that's, eavesdropping is kind of creepy, and B, if you're outside with wind and everything else, when you hear wind start howling through this device, you're not going to be able to hear what the person at the next door neighbor's mailbox is saying about you. A couple places where I think it might be a winner. If you're a little hard on hearing, or if you really just want to make sure that you don't hear anything but what you want to hear, maybe a movie theater. They don't show you in a movie theater in the infomercial, but they do recommend that it could work at movies as well as church. 2 places that it might work. The only bad part about that is you would kind of get an unbalanced feeling where you would hear the movie very loudly in whatever ear you have the device in, and then you'd hear it normally in your other ear, which could kind of be bothersome throughout the movie. As well as a church, which is generally big and open, is sometimes echoey. You could have a problem in that situation where you hear an echo. They have a thing that they drop a pin, when they zoom in on the product, they drop a pin and says you can hear a pin drop across the room. That is definitely not going to happen. And something to note, in their instruction manual, it has a note, and the note reads, "Loud and Clear is not intended to be used as a hearing aid. If you are hearing impaired, we recommend that you consult a hearing specialist." Well, it's not going to be a hearing aid, but it's more of a personal sound amplifier, which I think is more of a marketing term that they kind of created and, to sell a product. Is the product useful? I guess in certain situations. Is it going to change your life? Take a look at our test coming up and you'll find out. Okay, so for our test, I've placed the medium-size ear cup onto the Loud and Clear device and placed the ear cup directly up to the microphone that I'm normally wearing. So what you're hearing right now is me talking at a normal tone through the Loud and Clear, and you probably can catch some of that background noise. I'm going to leave the Loud and Clear up to the microphone right now so you can hear some of the ambient background noise. Now I've removed the Loud and Clear device from the microphone and I'm talking at the same level so you can kind of get a difference, and now I'll place it back over the microphone for a little bit of a test again. And then here it comes back off the microphone. I'm not changing the tone of my voice or how loud I'm speaking. I'm just changing, how we place the Loud and Clear over the device. As you can say, in a quiet room, quiet setting like we have here, the background noise isn't too bad and the Loud and Clear probably is working pretty well. But when you get into a situation where you have more background noise, you're probably going to be hearing a ton of background noise as well as just a little amplified version of what you want to hear anyway. So the device may not be so beneficial in that situation. So as you just saw, you hear a lot of background noise. It's ambient noise, almost sounds like static or fuzz. The Loud and Clear is a decent device. Star Reviews is going to give it 3 out of 6 stars. It's only going to get 3 out of 6 stars because the device isn't practical in all situations. It's definitely not practical in some of the things they point out in their infomercial, but in certain situations, such as a movie theater or possibly a church, it might give you a little bit better hearing than what you would have normally. But again, I want to note that you're going to have an unbalanced sense of hearing. The one ear is going to be amplified, the other ear is going to sound normal. But again, it doesn't look like you're wearing a hearing aid. It looks just like a regular Bluetooth device, so it blends nicely. And in certain situations, it could really help you out. Be sure to check out our blog at starreviews.com to see us review other As Seen on TV products.